That is All Things Local, atl-ruston.com, atl-lincoln.com. If you can dream it, I can stream it. Ever local be and streaming life from Lincoln Parish. And Tommy, I guess before we get started into this coming Saturday for the open house for the Ruston Community Men's Shed, somebody by the name of Beulah Laster dreamt this. We happen to be standing inside of her dream. Tell us a little bit more about the Ruston Community Men's Shed.
Well, like you said, well, first thing, thank you, Rick Godley, for All Things Local. I think this is a super program, and we're glad to participate.
Thank you.
Beulah found out from her daughter that old men needed somewhere to go play, get off the couch, get away from social isolation. But Beulah decided it was going to be for more than men. It's for men and women of all ages. As long as you're over 18, you can come younger if you've got somebody with you. The whole idea is to get people out of the house and back in some kind of a environment that's safe and friendly and with other people. And that's what we have here. It's built around a large wood shop and a craft room because that's basically where we started and the equipment we had, looking to expand in the future. But the whole point is for people to come out, be together, do projects. Could be a personal project, could be a community project, maybe it could be a shed project to help us raise some money to fund the facility. We are doing some community projects now. We will be working on those. In fact, that's one of those things right behind me.
We're going to get to that. This is a fascinating concept. It's bunk beds for those in need within the community. The Ruston Community Men's Shed, you're invited to come on out. It's on Farmerville Highway this Saturday from 9 till 2, third annual open house. But back to Beulah, and this is like an organic growth around the world of, and Tommy, you know this as well, when we were all kind of raised to work to retire, and when you retire you find you have a whole lot of time on your hands, and that's the isolation. And this is pre-COVID isolation. This is isolation. So now what do I do with my life? Well, this men's shed, which started I think in maybe Ireland or Scotland and then Australia.
Actually Australia. And they have over 1,000 there now.
Okay, 1,000. And by the way, this was the fourth United States men's shed.
Yes, and there are now about 20.
Now about 20.
So it's slowly expanding.
So there's communal health benefits to people working shoulder to shoulder on a project that benefits an individual, a group, or a cause. And so that's just some of the benefits of the Ruston Community Men's Shed. And it is a she shed. Matter of fact, there was a she shed session this morning. Say that 5 times fast.
Real quick. Back on one of our projects we were doing for the Chamber of Commerce, the ladies got together, were working on the project itself, actually chamber plaques, and they decided that that was such a good thing to do. They decided to have now it's every Monday of the month. They have She Shed Monday. It's not open to the public. It's open to she shedders, and they come in and do their crafts or projects or chat. It's become quite a thing.
All right, so the Ruston Community Men's Shed, Farmerville Highway. This is going to be the third open house, and this is the first one in this location.
That's correct.
Matter of fact, let me go to this camera, Tommy, because you came from, and it was really neat how it all came together. Doug Postel was instrumental in providing a space and a place at the former Votech School, the Delta Community College. Well, things change, things evolve and grow, and matter of fact, that kind of pushed the initial, you're like a crab, huh? Going from one house to another house.
Right.
And so
hopefully not real often, though.
Right. So look at the size of this place. Where are we at? And tell folks about this building.
All right. We're on the Farmerville Highway. 2782 is the address. Behind the old Feed House seafood restaurant, which is now something different. We had to move because Delta College is replacing their entire building. We did that over the end of the year and opened back up here January the 2nd. This is a 4,000 square foot building with a 3,000 square foot shop, and the rest of it is a gathering room, an entry room, and the craft area. A large donation early on back in the old place before we started actually funded and furnished a complete wood shop, and since then, between donations and gifts and just outright people dropping equipment off at the door, we've got quite a nice wood shop here.
I would dare say you do. Matter of fact, the association, not only the United States Association, the World Association of Men's Sheds, the Ruston, the community men's shed is kind of the envy. You got bukus of tools. I do remember Beulah coming onto my radio show, and yeah, she talked about a sizable donation of equipment that came in, but this thing has blossomed and grown far, and is still growing. Well,
at that point, we had one of several things. Now we have 3 and 4 of many things, thanks again to the community and individuals.
Right. All right, so this Saturday, take some time out of your schedule from 9 to 2 to come out here and experience it, ask questions. Memberships, it is open for, it's a nonprofit organization, the Ruston Community Men's Shed, but memberships for men and women, and matter of fact, you said over the age of 18, correct?
Yes.
You know, and the thing too, Tommy, that I find an opportunity here is in a punny kind of a way, mentoring for men to share skills with other generations coming up.
We see that all the time. I mean, even older men sharing skills with older men. But that's a part of the point. We have people here who have excellent skills, and then there are some of the rest of us that just kind of get it done. But we've had people, first week we were open, a gentleman came in and said he was willing to sweep the floors. That gentleman now is teaching people on the tools, and vice versa. Older folks come and teach skills, younger folks are just not knowing, not having the opportunity to come here and learn skills that maybe they've thought about forever. A lot of women have loved getting out here with the woodworking equipment, and they do it quite frequently, and actually they do it quite well.
What we're going to do also is, this is the first episode, call it like an introductory episode for the Ruston Community Men's Shed and other projects that are going on that will be on and feature in such a way, maybe twice a month, on that atl-ruston.com network, atl-lincoln.com network, and keeping you informed so that you can get involved and help promote the message of all the good things we have going on in Ruston and in Lincoln Parish. Tommy Folk, our guest. Before we leave for today, this is not IKEA by any stretch, man. This is one heck of a solid bunk bed. First of all, let's talk about the donation of wood, and then the sweat equity, and what is this for, and how did you find out about it?
Well, we had a donation a while back from Weyerhaeuser down in Dotson of some 2x4s. We also have had a panel donation from Roseburg, which is the white panels you see behind us on the walls. This came about, there are groups in the United States that are building bunks for kids that don't have beds. That's where the idea came from. They have quite numerous chapters. We are not one of those, but we felt like Ruston might need that. So we are in the process of surveying organizations that might know if there is a need for kids and beds, whether it's the foster system or just any number of different places, talking to quite a few folks. It's a project in the beginning.
Sure.
This is the prototype of the bed. It can be a bunk, or it can be a single, just by building it shorter. So this is something that we're trying to build a partnership with other organizations to see if there's a need, to try to fulfill that need in this particular area.
You know, one of the beautiful things there, Tommy, is first organization that comes to my mind is the Junior Auxiliary, because they do a lot of social community projects for those in need in our community, and they work with the education system, and as our teachers are kind of like the front line of finding out what the needs are, and CCA. So we have a lot of great organizations. So if you know of somebody, please let us know about it and qualify them and get them a bunk bed. I mean, it's...
Well, and if you're an organization and you want to be a part of this partnership, please, you can contact me, you can contact Ray D'Oliveira, our shop manager. Telephone numbers are all on the web page, and on our Facebook
page. Sure enough.
So please get in touch with us. If I don't call you, please call me.
The Ruston Community Men's Shed. This is episode 1. Tommy Folk. I'm Rick Godley. Thanks so much for your time here, Tommy. And
thank you.
You're most welcome. Any questions, comments, or other projects you'd like to see us cover for future episodes, let me know as well. Thank you.